What is going on, you guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series SS114 Transformers 1 Megatron. Before we get to Megatron, let's go over the box. Well, here you have a nice render here of Megatron in his robot mode. He is SS14. He is from Transformers 1. A nice big render of his head sculpt here. You have the same piece of artwork here on the front of the box. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots and your transformation steps and your one-sentence bio. We will cover the backdrop in a little while. In the box, you do get these two cannons, and you get Megatron. And I really like Megatron. I think I don't know, I can't decide between him and Optimus. I don't know who I like more. But here he is in his tank mode. Pretty faithful, almost pretty accurate to how his tank looked in the movie. Bear in mind, this is a toy and it still has to transform, but still looks pretty darn close to how the tank in the movie looked. You got the nice treads here in the front. You got these treads back here. All this nice detail here. Technically, these are accessories too. These come all detached out of the box. This is the back, this fusion cannon, and the other cannon that sits on his arm. I don't know what color plastic this is underneath, but it just sits here on a 5mm peg. Colors are primarily black, this beige color, and some red. Don't mind the Decepticon symbol. I put that on there. Based off of the end credits of the movie, after Megatron gives them all the Decepticon symbols, it starts the Decepticons. Now you can apply these cannons in two spots, either here on the legs or here on the turret. Since those cannons never appeared there in the movie, when D16 transformed and when Megatron transformed near the end, the model shows these sitting here. And that just looks cool. So articulation for the tank. The turret can only rotate this much. Well, actually, it can do a full 360, but if you rotate it all the way around, it comes off. And the turret can go up and down. There are no wheels, or there are no actual working wheels. So, the main tank cannon is blast effect compatible. So if you wanted to, where's mine? Right here. You can grab an effect and blast. I don't know, do these work on the smaller ones? No, the smaller ones are just a little, well, they're smaller. But yeah. The only thing I don't like about this Megatron is actually this beige color. Because you could see, let me pull back out the Optimus Zax fell there. You can see in the movie, and this was in the movie, he was silver, like a very, almost of this color for the, but he was still silver. I actually wouldn't have minded a normal mute gray, but if they could have decked this thing out in silver, that would have been fantastic. But yeah, so let's do comparisons. Starting off, here he is with the mainline Transformers 1 Bumblebee, or B127. You can see how, oops, I don't know what fell, but something fell. And another thing fell. So there's B127. Here is the mainline Prime Changer Alpha Trion. I keep forgetting they're actually called prime changers, but here's, again, the the mainline Alpha Trion. And here he is with the Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. So you can see how they look together. Well, that is the tank mode. Again, very nice tank mode. I just wish there was some more gray to the figure, but we will now go to his robot mode. And now we've got him in his robot mode. And I think this is my favorite Megatron design from the movies, from any of the Transformers movies. Something about this design really rocks. I still don't like the color, though, but oh well. Let's get him. I'm going to put him like this so we can get a close-up look at his face. Here lies one of my problems with the figure. I think the face looks good. It looks really good. But something just looks off. I really cannot put my finger on it as to why it looks off compared to the actual face in the movie. Go back. Yeah, it's just something about it. It's off. That's why come any of the upgrades that come out for this head, I will do it. Articulation wise, his head's on a ball joint, plus the transformation hinge, so you can get some double expression out of him. The arms are on a ball joint, so they can do a full 360 in and out. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbow due to transformation. He has a wrist rotation. He does have a waist. The hips can go forward. They can go back. They can go in and out. We do have a thigh rotation. You have a bended knee. If you use this transformation hinge, that too. The foot can bend down, and you have ankle tilt. So you've got quite a posable Megatron. Now we can give him his weapons. This is where I'm going to nitpick just a little. I know what they were doing with this. This is Megatron's fusion cannon. There's no denying it. But in the movie, when this cannon came out onto his arm, he was not in this design. He wasn't Megatron. He was D16. D16 had this on his arm. And then when, spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen the movie, obviously, spoilers, okay? When he took Megatron as his T-Cog and put it in himself, and when he got upgraded to Megatron, this cannon became a different cannon. So, the fact that he comes with this should have been D16. Like an actual D16 figure. They could have done a different torso, done some different shoulder pads, and have done a different head, and you would have had D16. But it is what it is. Now you take this other cannon, and you plug it in right there, and there you have the two cannons that are on his arm throughout the near the end of the movie when he's blasting up Optimus. But if you actually look at the model, this is the gun that actually sits on his arm. So it should really be this. But you can still you can actually plug these in now back here. If you bring this up, now he's got cannons over his head. Whoops. Let me grab that. You put that back there. Or if you want to try to recreate his cannon from later in the movie, just plug that back into his arm. That looks a little weird, but yeah. So there you have that. I'm just gonna fold these down. And there's Megatron. So now, for comparison. Alright, so we're going to start with the Prime Changers Alpha Trion, just so you can see how these two scale together. Obviously not scale accurate to the movie, because Alpha Trion was like here to them. Here is the Prime Changers B127. That's not really accurate either to size, because they were taller than him. But this is just my stand-in until the Studio Series 1 comes out. Also, because I have it here it is with my custom G1 Megatron. See how he scales with a Voyager. And finally, here he is with the Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime, who has had some paint added to him just to break up all this goldish copper color. And yeah, these two look great together. Optimus and Megatron versing one another for the right of Cybertron. But yeah. So I'm hoping maybe in a year or two's times, Hasbro will take these two figures and remold them and make D16 and Orion packs. Orion, they would have to obviously ditch the Matrix gimmick, get rid of the axe, change up the smokestacks, change up the chest, change the head, maybe remold this diaper thing that they've got going on here. I mean, you could just take, if you really didn't care, you could just take the diaper off and display them like that, but it kind of looks a little weird. If you, I kind of wish they would have just designed his hips like Megatron's, where these parts were actually here on the legs. But it is what it is. But like I said, I'm hoping maybe down the road we'll see D16 and Orion out of these molds. Him, all they would have to do is change the upper arms, change the chest, and change the head. So now, let's flip backdrop. It's the same backdrop as Optimus's backdrop. It's just the surface level of Cybertron. And there you can see Megatron in icon. But yeah. What else can I really say? This is a really good Megatron figure for being a deluxe class. Oh, also, if you I didn't think about this. If you took the fusion cannon and plugged it into the peg back here, you can recreate Megatron's gun barrel that sits on his back. That's really cool. I love that detail. But I just think this is a good Megatron. It's a really nice, clean design for not only any Megatron, but I don't know, it's just something about it. I really love this thing. And you can, well, obviously you can display on how your heart's content. I'm going to be displaying him in his pose from the post-credit scene where he's telling the Decepticons to rise up officially. That's just going to be... It's going to be me. That's what I'm going to do. I think this dude is a solid 10 out of 10 figure. 9 out of 10. He'd be a 10 out of 10 if he had different colors. Like if he was silver. If this Megatron was silver, I would be flabbergasted all over it. But yeah. So if you guys are looking for this thing, go get it. I believe he's available on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know. But yeah. He's a good second piece to the Optimus Prime. You can't. If you're gonna get anybody from this movie, just get these two. Yeah. That being said, let me know what you guys think about this down below. Other than that, this has been the review for the Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.